I'm Sue and this is Mark, and we're from a YouTube channel called Our Journey in Myles, and Myles happens to be this big guy back here. That's what we affectionately call our rig. That's M-Y-L-E-S, Our Journey in Myles.
We'd like to thank Big Truck Big RV for the opportunity to showcase our channel and, more importantly, our rig that we live full-time in.
So presently we're at Wisconsin State Fair RV Park, and this is actually our fourth time being here. And we claim not to be campers. We're actually more like tourists, being full-timers. And we love this this RV park because it's pretty centrally located in the Milwaukee metro area. And as you can see, it's pretty much nothing but a parking lot. But it's got great full hookup, great city water, the Wi-Fi is pretty good, and it really is in a location that suits us well, so we can get to our family and our friends easily. Plus we like bike riding, and there's a bike trail right next to us. It takes you all over.
So we're traveling in a 2014 Newmar Dutch Star model 4369. We paid $230,000 for this used in June of 2017. We bought it from a private owner utilizing the RV trailer. One of the things you'll notice on a motorhome versus a fifth wheel is you have a tremendous amount of storage on the bottom, and that's very important for full-time. Typically, this slide-out tray might have a freezer on it, but I have tools in it. And then this one would be miscellaneous things that maybe I don't necessarily have to get into all that often. This is probably the tray that we use the most often to get all the different things we need. You'll notice this tray comes out this way, but it also goes the other direction. Now that might look like handy, but my pro tip to you is if you're ordering your rig brand new, or you're going to order these roller assemblies, I would order a half of one so that just half of it comes out this way and the other half comes out the other way. That way the stack, at least on a Freightliner frame like we're on right now, can be tall and then kinked down so that it can fit by the frame rails. Right now you'll notice I lose probably effectively 50% of my storage capacity because I have to go the other direction. This one here shows the kind of the ability that you want to have to store things of different shapes in, and different heights. That's why I did not opt for a tray to be put in there. Then the handiness of an exterior shelving unit like this is obvious. For the Dutch Star, this unit has a 54,600 pound gross combined weight of the RV and what I'm pulling. Gross vehicle weight of the RV actually is 44,600. So technically I can pull 10,000 pounds. Here's our water setup. We have a water softener, a water filter. This particular bay here is probably the one that causes the most consternation to people. They're the most nervous about the black and gray water problems and how you have to deal with it. Trust me folks, it's not that bad. You'll get used to it real quick. If you have the right equipment and you use the right techniques and you understand what you've got to do in what order, you're going to have no problem. So these other bays, electric bay, our hot water bay, we've got a giant battery bay in here. I think one of the things I want to remember to tell you is that when you're working with your gross vehicle weight numbers and your cargo carrying capacity numbers, as full-timers, we don't carry a lot of junk. But when you add up your groceries that are in there, all your fluids, your fuel, your tools, all your clothes, all of your cooking equipment, we have added to this since we've been empty 2,000 pounds of personal equipment. So when you're looking at the numbers of the rig you're thinking about, add in 2,000 pounds. And if the numbers don't work out, that's not the rig for you. Before you show the folks the interior, Sue, let me show them why I bought this rig. When we were looking at diesel pushers, I was very worried about having a coach where I constantly had to be vigilant watching, and I wouldn't be able to enjoy the view, I wouldn't be able to enjoy the partner that I was traveling with. I can tell you that the comfort drive adjustment knob on the dashboard here that goes 1 through 6 is every single thing that you've ever read about it is true. I can take this when I turn my 43-foot 9-inch diesel pusher, when I turn it on number 1 and I come into a campground like this, I literally have go-kart steering, and it's extremely easy to do whatever I want to do. And when I let go of it, comfort drive will automatically turn the steering perfectly straight, so that when my travel partner says, hey, back up straight, you're good right there, I let go of it, I dance on the brake pedal a little bit so that I have a little bit of movement, it straightens out, and I go perfectly back straight. Likewise, as I'm driving down the freeway, I have found through experience that I drive at about 4.5 on the comfort drive. I would dare say that I would never buy any coach other than Newmar just because of comfort drive, unless every coach on the market starts getting something similar to that. And a few do, but not many.
So in 2017, Mark and I both retired, and we decided we wanted to shake up life a little bit. So we decided to sell the house, get rid of everything, no storage. We have a few things that are in my sister's basement, but that's it. So when we're looking for an RV, we really wanted something with comfort because, you know, as I'd said before, we are not campers. We're tourists. We just wanted to tour the country. So when we started getting into Class A's, that was one of the things that we were looking for, comfort. We wanted like a condo on wheels. So one of the things, this front area that I absolutely love, and we redid some of it, but it's comfortable with our recliners. We've got the desk, and we've got a booth with extra table space. But even in the kitchen area, I really liked it. I like how sturdy the doors are. We did end up getting a toaster oven because I never did really master this thing. You know, we use it, but not necessarily for baking. But the kitchen area was sufficient for me. The one thing I really wanted as a full-timer is this residential refrigerator. That was a must for me. Got a great freezer down here. One other thing about this kitchen that I thought was fantastic is the pantry. Look at how wide they are. Some of the rigs we've looked at actually were only half the size, and they go way back. So I love this as a full-timer. Tons of room to store everything. That we actually have 2 restrooms, 2 bathrooms. So we've got what I call our airline toilet. Plenty of room for us. And then there's another restroom in the back, but before we get there, let's go into the bedroom. A nice thing about this area too is we can close it off. So Mark tends to be a late person, I'm not. I go to bed early, so this is nice. So it does kind of block off the light, gives you a little bit more quiet and privacy if he sleeps late or I go to bed early. And the bed was huge too. I think for most people who are retired, you want a bed that's comfortable. First night, we said this is perfect. And it actually has plenty closet room too. So these 2 up here are Mark's. And if you notice, we have fire extinguishers, 2 of them. Mark's a little nervous about fires. And if you look at that window, he always claims there's no way he's going to get through that. And I'd have to push him. So instead, he decided to put a lot of fire extinguishers. We got 4 right here. Another thing as a full-timer that I really liked and like now is our washer and dryer. That's pretty much a must, I think, for anybody that's going to go full-time. And this is the other part that really sold me on this is the one. The bathroom actually is like a real bathroom. So we've got 2 toilets, 2 sinks, and a shower big enough for 2 people. That's nice. But if you turn around, here we've got the back closet. And really, it's big enough for 2 people. But I took it. And there's tons of room back here that goes all the way to the bottom. And there's also what we call our overflow for Costco purchases. A lot of room there. Plus, again, we got the 2 thing going on. We've got 2. I mean, Newmar thinks of everything, no space is wasted.
My only regret on the rig that we have right now is because we have a 2014 Dutch Star, for the 14 and 15, your exit egress out and in fire was through this door. And I am a little bit physically too unfit to go over this door quickly. I mean, I could get out of it in an hour, but maybe not 30 seconds. On the 2016 on and up, they have a fire door here that actually has a ladder built into the door, so when you open the door up and you pull a Velcro panel out, the ladder falls down. Very great option, but if you end up going with something like one of the more expensive Tiffin models, they actually have a model where the headboard boards pull away with Velcro, and you unlatch a latch, the whole side falls down and the side has a ladder built into it. After 1 year of living in Myles, M-Y-L-E-S, our Journey in Myles, we could see that there were certain things that did not suit our lifestyle. There was a couch here and a couch here, and they just turned into junk accumulators. So what we decided was, on this side, this was actually an option that we had added along with this cubby. We had it custom built by a place in Napanee, Indiana, as well as this desk. This serves a tremendous purpose for us. It holds our TV, which many times we'll watch Netflix on. It's kind of our YouTube Central. We do have a TV in the back, but we use this so often that the TV only comes back up in special occasions. We did have this bump out cabinet added because we had nowhere to put the spices, so now we have a 2-row spice rack that we had put in, and we also had an additional leaf put in. This table made with the same material and with a little extension pole, works out really good. This is Sue's desk area, that's my desk area, and it pretty much made the rig exactly what we wanted. So Sue, do you have any regrets about the RV lifestyle?
I think the only regret I have is that we didn't start earlier. When we jumped into retirement and this rig, we didn't even own a tent. And after experiencing what we have, I wish we would have had more weekend things and summer vacations exploring the country. So I regret that we didn't actually get tuned into this till later.
Right, and if my son sees this, I'd like to apologize for not being a better dad and doing this with him rather than just my wife.
Aww.
We love the lifestyle, the ability to chase the 70-degree temperatures, and to be able to create newness literally every week or two when you feel a little cramped or you want a little change of pace. You see something on the news you'd like to go see, you read something in a magazine. We literally have no boundaries, and it's a wonderful life to have.
We didn't see ourselves being retired in one place, kind of falling into a normal routine. Although I like routine days after go, go, go. I don't mind washing laundry and going grocery shopping. That's the up and down and the keeping things changing. But, you know, we have run into so many people that are just fantastic and of like mind like us. So a couple things, variety in people, places to go, and things to do.
So what's up next for our Journey in Myles? Well, I can tell you that in October, we're going to be traveling about 2,500 miles west. We're going to be going to Santa Clarita, California, to settle in for the winter of 2021. And along the way, we'll record our travels and adventures, whatever happens between here and there. We're going to have some repair videos that are coming up and some RV tips and trips. And of course, our most popular video to date is us recording every single penny we spend full-time RVing. We're coming up on our 24-month update. We want to thank Big RV for the opportunity to bring you along with us on our journey with Myles. Myles being the vehicle we're in, 2014 Dutch Star model 4369 review. Thanks a lot.